Alright, good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Today I'm going to be playing the Tier 9 Premium Cruiser, the Agir, for the Fresh Look series, of course. And people have asked me to cover every Tier 9 Premium, if possible, that's currently available. So I'm covering the Agir today, so this is it. This is what it looks like, of course. I think we should start off with the Armour Layout first. As you can see here, 27mm nose armor. So not too bad, 27mm nose armor. We've got 30mm deck armor, 27mm aft armor, and the whole side plate is actually 90mm, which is quite nice actually. But yeah, so that's the armor. If we take a look at the citadel and where it is, here it is. Of course, it sits a bit above the waterline. It is turtleback, as you can see, but you have to keep in mind that you can get citadeled in this ship. Even if you are turtleback, it is possible to get citadeled. I have been citadeled in it and the Siegfried before, and you can definitely be citadeled in the Agir. So let us start off, well, not really start off, but continue on to our commander build. We have Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Priority Target, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Top Grade Gunner. In terms of my equipment, I have Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydro Search Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. In terms of the exterior, this is the normal stock camouflage that's available on the Agir. I think it looks wonderful. I actually personally prefer the alternate. It does look really good with the alternate, but I think at least. You also have the availability of buying this one for 3,000 doubloons, which, I mean, looks cool, I guess. Some people really like it. I mean, it's alright, I guess. It does look pretty good, but I personally prefer these ones. Anyway, so, in terms of flags, well, nothing. But that's it, pretty much. So yeah, let's go into the game. Alright, so here we are on Warrior's Path in the Agir. We're going to be going probably the sea cap, but I think I should give you guys a rundown of what we have for ship characteristics. So you can see we have 66,900 HP. Our heal is 11,000 HP big. We don't have a spotter plane. We have a heal, a 6km hydro, and a cruiser DCP. We have 6km torps. Our gun range is 18.5 kilometers, and our concealment is 11.9, of course. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, here's the HE Alpha if you're interested. And pen, we have improved pen. Of course, this is a German ship, therefore we have higher pen but lower HE Alpha. And here's our, well, AP Alpha 9.1K. So there you go. These are 305mm guns, of course. But yes. Alright. Fantastic. Hello. What is he doing? Hello? 3K. 900. I think he might be dead, actually. I mean, he is 4 kilometers away from a Petropavlos, so to be fair, he might be dead, guys. Is the Petro hydroing? He is. Those are the torps from the Fanta. We don't want to be bow in this match, even though our rear angles, like kite angles, are so bad because it's a carrier game. Of course. So, what the fuck? Dude, I can't even slow down in time. I'm so bad. Next time I will turn right quicker. At least we didn't take too much because it was on our nose, so that's good. Tulsa's in the mid. Oh my gosh, the aggro on the enemy team is pretty good. Personally, I really do not like the gameplay of the Agir. It seems really boring to me. It feels like if I want to play an Agir but better, I can literally just play a battleship and play Agir but better. Like, I think if I play FDG, I would have literally a better experience. And I've played FDG quite a lot as well. And I've had quite a lot of fun in it, even in randoms. Like, I think if you just play FDG, honestly, you can actually get a better experience than playing Agir. I really don't see any reason to play Agir over an FDG. I mean, sure, you get torps, but it really doesn't matter. Yeah, FDG's guns, sure, are more inaccurate, I guess, but they overmatch and they do more damage. So yeah. But obviously, there is another cruiser alternative to Agir, which is very similar, obviously. It's called the Siegfried. It has the exact same hull as the Agir, but it has more gun range, and it has bigger caliber guns. Obviously, I will try to get a video out on the Siegfried in the future. Right now, I'm dealing with the Agir, a ship I personally do not enjoy. I actually did enjoy quite a lot when it initially came out. I actually was quite enjoying the ship. It was pretty cool. But then I was like, you know, I could just play Alaska and have a better experience, you know. Or I could just play a battleship and have a better experience, because battleships have better armor and overmatch. So why would I play this over a battleship? Okay, quicker reload. Okay, better accuracy. Okay, but... Hello? The armor is actually not too bad on this thing. As I showed in port, 27mm nose is like significantly better than, for example, an Azuma, who has 25mm nose, for example. So if that's something you really care about, and there you go. But yeah, I don't think this game is gonna be a good damage, but I mean, this is what I'm gonna feature, because I mean, I'm not gonna re-record the entire thing, but yeah, the Agir. I don't know, man. It's just, this is a video where I'm just playing a ship where I don't really... I'm just doing it because people ask me to. It's just a ship I personally don't enjoy. Like, I'd rather play... Like, for free XP ships, I'd rather get Groningen. And if I want a cruiser, I'd rather get Azuma. Because, you know, I feel like it's a bit better. But, obviously, Agir can be pretty good. It's not because it's bad or anything. My stats in it, I'll show you after the game's on. They're not bad or anything. It's just, it's not a ship I personally enjoy. And that's why it's gonna be very hard for me to recommend for most people. Well, obviously, if you like this playstyle, you might actually really enjoy this ship. I mean, don't get me wrong, but if you're very similar like me in terms of playstyle, you're probably not gonna enjoy this thing. It's... I mean, it's just not that fun. Okay, I Citadel the Drake. Yes, he's full broadside at 11 kilometers. I'm sure no other cruiser in the game would have done that. I mean, sure, like, it just feels like very filler, in a way. And that's not anything bad or anything. It's just I'm being honest. I'm saying, oh, I don't really enjoy this playstyle, you know. Why is he going, like, full broadside again? I guess he's trying to get behind the rock? What's happening? Can I settle that? Yeah, I can. What is he doing? Hello? Hydro, I guess. Of course, back in the day, some of you may remember back in the oldie days when CCs used to test ships, and Agir was one of them. It had a secondaries on it, but, well, it still does, but the range is very limited. So, I wouldn't recommend building into secondaries. I believe the original Agir had like really long range secondaries, similar to how Siegfried was as well. Post-Commander rework as well, Siegfried doesn't have those types of secondaries anymore. It can't build into them as much. Therefore, both the Siegfried and the Agir lost their secondaries in different ways, of course. Agir lost it in testing, and Siegfried lost it via Commander rework changes. So I wouldn't recommend playing these things as secondary build ships at all. If you want to play a secondary build ship at tier 9, you have Ruprecht. I mean, come on. It's Ruprecht, dude. It's Ruprecht. It's insane in terms of secondaries. So just play that instead of this if you want to play a secondary ship. And it's free, keep in mind. You could also play FDG if you wanted to. I would personally prefer playing FDG gun spec, personally. But obviously, if you like the secondary playstyle, maybe that. But keep in mind, Ruprecht is literally just better than. So you're playing like literally a worse version of Ruprecht in terms of secondaries. There's also Pommern, but that's like FDG, same situation. I still think Ruprecht is better in terms of the secondary department. But yeah. So, I think we should not suicide here. We should play it a bit cautiously because the game isn't really over. It is very similar to over. We are kind of surrounding them at this point. You know, basically breaching their walls. We're telling them, hey, slow your vehicle down. You know, pull over. That's basically what's happening right now. But it's obviously not guaranteed over. We have to kill this Mogami first. If possible, we lit him on fire, so his concealment is larger than normal. Let's try finish him off whilst he's on fire, so he can't go dark. That would be really nice. Our Hydro is running, so we see if there's any torps coming. 15 seconds left on Hydro. Mogami's dead and the game's over. GG. Well, I think my game froze, so I'm just going to show you 115,000 damage, 70 shell hits, 3 kills, 5 citadels, 5 fires, 6 sync caps, 1 defended, 1 assistant cap in the target hit, 800 free XP, 7,000 commander, 7,000 XP, 654,000 credits, and he have 115,000 damage with no achievements. I think my game froze, so I'm gonna have to restart it. That's why. Alright, so sadly my game crashed, so I couldn't really show you anything more of the score. But here we are. Here's my commander build: Grease the Gears, Gun Feeder, Priority Target, Superintendent, Survivability Expert, Concealment Expert, Adrenaline Rush, and Top Grade Gunner. In terms of my equipment, I have Main Battery Mod 3, Concealment System Mod 1, Prop Mod 1, Aiming System Mod 1, Hydra Search Mod 1, and Main Armaments Mod 1. In terms of my statistics for the ship, if we go into Profile, click Summary, and we wait for the game to load everything, and then we scroll down to Agir. Agir, here we are. So Agir, as you can see, I've played it 28 times, 68% win rate, 115k average damage. Literally last game was my average. My most per game is only 184,000, which is really, really, really bad. Here's my Siegfried. In comparison, it's very similar, except the win rate's lower, but my game count is also lower, so less sample size. There you go. That's the Agir statistics. In terms of the price, if we wait for it to load, ships tier 9. Of course, as we know, Agir is available for 19,300 doubloons, as you can see. It's also available if you click your tech tree, you click tech tree and you go German and you go down here, you're gonna find it free XP. It's 1 million free XP. And also in terms of the premium shop price, if you want to buy it with straight up cold hard cash, you can actually do that here. You can click Cruiser, German Cruiser tier 9, 63 euros 49 cents. But that leads me on to, should you buy the Agir? You know, if you don't like this type of super heavy cruiser playstyle, I really don't recommend buying it. And even if you enjoy the super heavy cruiser playstyle, there are other alternatives you can get to it, and you can still have a lot of fun. Sure, there's no tech tree variants that's really on par with Agir or Alaska or Azuma. You're gonna have to spend the 1 million free XP to get Azuma. But if you, for example, already own a Siegfried, I don't really see any reason into getting an Agir also. They're very similar, obviously very different in terms of the guns, but otherwise they're pretty much the exact same ship because they have the exact same hull, exact same characteristics, exact same torps, exact same everything except for guns. The only difference is the guns. I actually prefer the Siegfried to the Agir personally so far. But yeah, that's the Agir. Do I recommend it? No. You can have, obviously, if you have an Alaska, don't buy it. If you have a Stalingrad, don't buy it. If you have an Azuma, no real point. If you have Yoshino, no real point. Obviously, you could enjoy the Agir, don't get me wrong. And there are people who actually enjoy it quite a fair amount. Obviously, people let us know on our stream a lot. They enjoy the Agir a lot. But for me, it's a skip for me. But if you do love the heavy cruiser playstyle and you want a German alternative and you just want a German tier 9 premium cruiser, this is the only option you got, except for Siegfried, of course. But if you want a cheaper Siegfried, I guess Agir is definitely it, obviously. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed the Agir video. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Big fan.